like and subscribe. The outcome of the Robert Brooks case is more important than the case of Emmett Till, George Floyd, Rasheem Carter, because there are so many different dynamics in this case. The first of which is that he was brutally beaten, tortured, and murdered on video. And we get to see this video. Now, the problem is, why isn't this being given the same attention that the George Floyd murder has been given? Rasheem Carter, they just swept that under the rug, basically. Emmett Till, well, it's making a big deal out of it years and years later. But the reason why the Robert Brooks incident is more important, because this represents all-out war on African Americans, Hebrew Israelites. This is all-out war on black men. That's what it symbolizes. Why? Because it is on film. It has been filmed. Everyone can see it, but mainstream media is hoping it goes away. They're not reporting on it. And black content creators should be reporting on this every single day, which is what I'm going to be concentrating on. Because, like I said, this is all-out war on Hebrew Israelites, the black community. It's all-out war. These 10, and they have a black woman, Letitia James, who has betrayed her community, and she has not gotten the exposure that she should have got for not filing charges in a murder case, and she's a district attorney. She removes herself, citing conflict of interest, but the reality of the situation is that she should have prosecuted them and then removed herself, because weeks and weeks went by and nothing happened. And see, this is the normalization of systemic genocide. This is the normalization of genocide, and every African American should be allowed to go to Africa for diplomatic immunity against genocide, because this has been going on in the United States for the longest. But see, we are paying more attention to the Super Bowl and the record by Kendrick Lamar, which is really a distraction. And the record is more known for dissing Drake, which is the beef with Drake, which really isn't important. It isn't important at all. That's just name calling. But Robert Brooks was murdered, tortured, beaten in cold blood by 10 police officers. And see, the reason why this is so important is because this is how the genocide started in Gaza. This is how the genocide started with the Palestinians. Incident here, an incident there, and the next thing you know, it escalates. But see, it's been normalized. See, racism in America has been normalized, but it hasn't been videoed like it is being videoed now. Now we can see it. Now we can act on it. But if we don't act on it, then we are accepting it. See, that's what's so important about this. That's why this case is even more important. Because this is like a slap in the face. We're going to slap you in the face. And then we're going to delete you in front of your face. And then we're going to use your own people to delete you, to your own people, to allow us to do this. We have the torture and murder of a young man by a black hit squad. They didn't get. They were charged in jail that night. But see, when a white man does it, he can get away with it. I mean, because when we go back to the Jim Crow laws and the days of slavery, a white man could do anything he wanted to a black man and not go to jail. I guess this is what Donald Trump means about make America great again. Not that America has ever been great. I guess if you're a racist or a member of the KKK, white supremacist, then those were good times. But we must understand this. American police chiefs are being trained in Israel. American police chiefs are being trained in Israel to do the same thing to African Americans, Hebrew Israelites, that they were doing to the Palestinians. They're bringing it over here. The only country to defend the genocide going on in Palestine, the only country that defended that was the United States. The United States defended that. And our police chiefs, black and white, are being trained over there. I mean, truth adds up. It adds up. Then AIPAC, Israeli Synagogue of Satan, Revelation 2:9 and 3:9, lobbying group has stated that black men are a threat to them. Black people are a threat to Israel. Black men are a threat to Israel, to Jews. You know, the people that was building underground tunnels in New York. And we still don't know what those underground tunnels were about. But see, it's time for black people to act. It's time for a call to action. All black content creators should be publicizing this and keeping this in the front of the news to get these guys convicted. You see, this is going to add up. It's going to get far worse if we allow it. And we should publicize this. This should go viral before Kendrick Lamar's video goes viral. Letitia James, every black man in America should realize that this is the second black woman that has actively supported the beating and death of a black man. And I can't think of this policewoman's name, but she was eventually promoted and got a raise. So the realization is that we're at war. We're at war in America the same way Palestinians are at war against the synagogue of Satan. We are targeted. We are targeted. And we don't have time to worry about Latino immigrants being deported or any other immigrants being deported. And then it really mind-boggling that Africans will come over here to America seeking a better life unless they don't know the situation or what's coming down. But it's time for all black people to unite. From Africa to America to the UK, wherever you are, it's time for us to unite because it's pretty much all out war is being declared on us. And the only country that is really supporting us is Russia. Russia is the only country that's supporting us. It is what it is. I guess you could say China is also supporting us, but China is like this. China is like this. If you're gonna let somebody make a fool out of you, then we're gonna stick our hands in the pot and get some too. But Russia has always promised from day one to fight against colonization. It's been a promise, and it's a promise that Putin is trying to keep. So understand this. And if Africans go to Russia and you join the military and fight for Russia, then you get citizenship. Whereas in America, we join the military, we fight for this country, and then we get treated like third-class citizens. And we get treated like third-class citizens, come home in our uniforms and get deleted, tortured, and murdered. And now we have to face genocide. Now we have to face genocide. So we may as well go ahead and start dealing with it now instead of waiting till later. We may as well deal with the genocide that they're trying to perpetrate now and start taking care of business before things get worse. The teacher James is a sellout. Obama and his family were sellouts. But what the funny thing is, they don't realize that white supremacy means white supremacy. It doesn't mean colored supremacy. Vivek Ransani, he's going to realize that in a minute as well. Like, subscribe, and I'll talk to you later.